Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. Welcome to another edition of Fightsticks of the Month. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, if this is your first Fightsticks of the Month video, welcome. Every month I go over the best of the best, well, at least in my mind, from Reddit Fightsticks. The entry criteria here is really simple and straightforward. You just have to post your fight stick on Reddit Fightsticks. It's an amazing subreddit. If you've never seen it before, I recommend checking it out, and I do recommend joining the community. A lot of great people here, a lot of talented members, and it's always a good time. So let's get started with the best of the best for the month of August. This year's flying by. First up here, I had to feature this because, well, it's something. I'm not quite sure what exactly is going on here. I don't know the inspiration behind this Tide Pod stick. I'm assuming they probably ate a couple of Tide Pods and got a great idea to make the container into a stick. I really don't know here. I mean, they have some weird creations in the background which make a lot more sense besides this monstrosity. And it looks like some effort actually went into it, and it actually looks functional. So I don't know what exactly is going on here, but you know what? Sometimes it's just nice to see something crazy. Next up, we're done with the ridiculous. Now we can move right into something a little bit more awesome, or a lot of bit more awesome. Check out this button box here. This one is completely custom, and I really like how it turned out. There is no artwork, it's clean. There is some jagged edges, and I'll get to that in just a second, but if you take a look at how thick the top and the bottom panel are on this one, this thing looks like it's built like a tank, and I love the ingenuity here on the side posts. It leaves openings for a handle. The buttons on the side here too are well protected. You're not going to press them by accident. Now I did notice there was some jagged edges here around the aluminum. I did make a comment, and they made an improvement. It looks like they increased the size of the top ever so slightly, just to hang out over those aluminum corners a little bit better and completely hide the sharp edges. Overall, a great improvement and a great stick. Next up, I've been seeing more and more of this type of hitbox style of controller, modeled very similarly to the Snackbox Micro. I don't know if this one's handmade at all, but if it is, amazing work here. I like the artwork, I like how the buttons light up, and I like the overall position of the cable. It's a little bit different than the Micro overall, but very similar at the same time, and I'm assuming that's what the inspiration is. And speaking of small, this Versus Fighter just puts a smile on my face. I absolutely love how this one turned out. So if you take a look at the button colors here, to me this is just extremely cheerful. I'm a massive Mario fan, so this is right up my alley. Great job on this one. Now if small fight sticks aren't your thing, what about extremely large ones? So take a look at this 3D printed Hitbox style. Man, this thing is big. It's huge. It stands really tall. I'm assuming there's a big reason why they do this. But at the same time here, the end result is very clean, and I like how it turned out. Here is someone's first build, made completely out of oak. To have a finished product made out of wood as clean as this, it's not an easy process, and I like how it turned out. I'm not quite sure if this is wood burning or if it's just kind of carved in. I'm assuming it's kind of like a V for Vetus or Vitus. I'm not quite sure. Let me know how to say that in the comments below. But overall, nice and clean. Here's another first build made out of wood. This one has a few extra buttons on it and has a design in roughly a very similar place. I'm assuming they're a pretty huge Mortal Kombat fan here, and I like the design overall. It looks like this was pretty difficult to do. And even the white touch on the eyes. Overall, great job. Here is another wooden stick, and I think this one is a first build as well. If it's not, let me know in the comments below. But this one also turned out very clean. The edges here line up perfectly, and I like the inlay here. So this one took a bit of a different approach. The wood is just the shell. They have a plexi on top. Interesting choice in buttons. That's a huge throwback to an old Neo Geo cabinet. Great job. Here's yet another first time build, and this one's really interesting. It looks like they couldn't really decide on what to do for controls, so they went with absolutely everything. You can see a joystick, the WASD, the Hitbox style, the Hitbox cross-up style, and an extra jump button. This is actually really well executed, and it looks great. I like the buttons on the side here. They're not going to get accidentally pressed because the stick is so wide, and it looks 3D printed. Execution on this, A+, big thumbs up. Here's a neat little Hitbox mod. I like the comic style background and how much Goku pops. It looks like they're a pretty big Pokemon fan. If anime isn't your thing, maybe comic books are. Check out this Superman stick. I love the yellow buttons, how it ties in with the belt. The overall button colors and combination work very well on this. At first when I saw this, I was wondering if the yellow buttons were in the chest area of Batman here, but I see the arm is across there, so this one's safe. Overall, nice design on this. This person here posted two interesting sticks with very similar control styles. If you take a look at the bottom right hand corner of this stick, it bends down a little bit. The reflection bending confirms that. It's a very odd layout. Also, these buttons look custom. If they're not, let me know in the comments below. I just haven't really seen anything like this before. Now, the buttons on the top of this stick are also very interesting. And if you take a look at the secondary stick, well, the shape is the same, but the buttons are different. The bat top here is different than the ball top on the other one. This looks to be 3D printed. I think these buttons are 3D printed. I'm not quite sure. But overall, I'd like to see more pics of these. I'm very curious. It looks like there might be a bit of a weak point here on the corners, but again, I'm not too sure. I can't wait to see more pictures. This one here is very interesting. I love the creativity. So this person found an old Mitsubishi equalizer at a thrift shop. They picked it up and turned it into a fight stick, and it turned out amazing. Here's a stick that's just straight up beautiful. The photography here is amazing. So it's a Ramlethal themed stick. The button inlays match up perfectly. This stick is loud and it pops. I like the yellow buttons on the side there. It's a nice little touch. The bottom of the stick also has the incredible artwork too. I think the only thing that I would debate about changing on this stick are these red buttons. I don't know if they would look better in green or a different color, but let me know what you think in the comments below. They might actually look the best in red, who knows, but it turned out great. The artwork on this one is interesting. It hurts my eyes a little bit, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It just reminds me of one of those old 3D books where you had to wear the red and the blue glasses to make the 3D effect. My eyes are having a really tough time focusing on this one. I think that's the allure of it. Vermont, I think that's how you say it, has been absolutely killing it with fight sticks lately. Great artwork, great design, amazing wiring. This one here is no exception. I'm pretty sure I featured this in a previous Fight Sticks of the Month video. If I didn't, well, you're seeing it now. And if I did, I'm featuring it for a completely different reason. So yes, the artwork on this one is amazing. The Baywatch theme, the colors here completely work. But the reason I'm showing this to you is this is a perfect post of some of the stuff we see on Reddit Fight Sticks. This person is trying to get a buoy 3D printed to replace the ball top as the joystick. I love that a lot. I think it'd be hilarious, and it's really cool to see this stuff shape up. This person here says they're in love with their new stick, and I am too. This looks beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, Bearwit had a couple of amazing posts this month. This Naruto themed stick is absolutely stunning, and this one here I would argue might even be better. They're both amazing. Look how absolutely clean this wiring is. It's perfect. This bread flander stick is very odd, but very awesome. I like to try to highlight ingenuity when I see it in the fight stick community, and this month, well, I saw two sticks use a very similar technique, and by two different people. If you have seen this one before, if I missed it, let me know in the comments below, but I'm now seeing people use resin mixed with wood to create fight sticks. The overall product here is very unique and very cool. The wiring's a bit of a mess, but the top of this thing looks great. Here's the other one, a slightly smaller build, but equally as nice. I like the purple resin. This custom Empress is interesting. There's a couple things here I find fascinating. One, the artwork is incredible. Two, the switches here. These aren't standard Cherry MX switches. And number three, the artwork completely covers the Brookboard. It gives it a very unique look. I like how this one turned out. Now, just like that Empress, I've started to see more and more people color coordinate their mechanical switches to match their fight stick. It's very interesting. Artoria Sakai is a perfect example of that. They swapped out the switches here for those nice greens, and the end result looks amazing. Is it just me, or is this one super creepy, especially with that eyeball ball top looking directly at you? It must have taken forever to do this. The level of detail in here is insane. This ball top is off the hook. And bonus points on this one as well for the extra buttons. I find this stick very relaxing to look at for some reason. I just like the overall aesthetic of it. I like the Dragon Ball button here. I like the fact that they went with inlays over Goku, and I also like the color coordination overall. Nice job. Now, if relaxing isn't your thing, maybe you like something louder, maybe something a little bit more in your face, maybe something like this Jet Set radio stick. So this one is interesting because there's artwork going on multiple layers. We can see the top layer here underneath this stick. On the bottom panel, well, it's facing upward and it has artwork as well. The button cutouts look really nice, and this stick just has a lot going on. Overall, this one is loud and it's in your face. Buttercade has also been putting together some amazing sticks, and this is a prime example of it. If you take a look at the inside of it, there is a lot going on here, and not a lot at the same time because it's so freaking clean. Overall, this one is beautiful. Before I get into the top 5 fight sticks of the month, I do want to take a moment here to, I guess you can say, pay respects to Fohammer Fight Sticks. So I did a video a couple days ago, I'll leave it in the description below. At a really high level here, Fohammer is closing shop. They're not going to be making fight sticks anymore. They've been making fight sticks for the community for over 10 years, and they've made some amazing pieces. So here's a short tribute to what they've done. Thank you, Fohammer, for everything you've done over the years. Now for the top 5 fight sticks of the month. In 5th place, we have this free MVC2 stick. The theme is absolutely perfect and extremely timely. If you don't know, Maximilian Dude started this huge revolution to bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it might be happening. And this stick is designed brilliantly. The artwork on this, the LEDs, overall the finished product turned out great. I don't really have anything negative to say about this. It's almost perfect. It's almost too perfect. It's really good. In 4th place, there's this really cool collaboration between Junk Food Arcades and Bearwit, and it's a Hades themed stick. Now, Hades is incredibly popular right now. The game is absolutely killing it, and so is this snack box. The artwork on this one is loud and it just pops. The red buttons here and tie in very nicely with the rest of the case, and the gold is also a nice touch. And the coverings for the cable, also a nice touch. Overall, this theme gels together extremely nicely, and it's extremely fitting. In 3rd place, we have this Moss tribute stick, a tribute stick that looks just like the original and is incredibly tasteful and was also probably pretty tough to build. The woodworking here is off the charts. Everything's nice and smooth. Everything ties in very nicely together. The different woods give a really classy appeal. In 2nd place, this one here almost made Fight Stick of the Month. In fact, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm heavily debating on making it Fight Stick of the Month. It's neck and neck. It's extremely close, and I'm going to make it 2nd place. We'll make this one second. Yeah, we'll make this one second, final verdict, but it is neck and neck. So this one is made out of carbon fiber. The ingenuity here, the creativity is off the charts. There's a lot of little things on this one, and I'm going to tell you about them. So the body's made of carbon fiber. We have plexi on the top. You can put artwork on it if you want. I don't know why, because you'd want to show off the carbon fiber. The buttons here are very unique. The spacing is very unique. And if you're wondering about all of these extra buttons, this is made for Smash Brothers. The buttons have mechanical switches. It has a thin profile, and the end result here is off the charts. This must have taken forever to make and was probably very difficult. If you're curious to learn more about this one, there's quite a bit of detail in the Reddit thread, and you can always ask the creator. And now for your fight stick of the month. When this one was posted, I got messages left, right, and center telling me to check it out. And well, I did, and I was impressed. I'm pretty sure we've seen this one before, but the creator of this stick did tweak some things and make it even better. The case on this one is almost entirely made of Lego. I say almost because they cheated a little bit on the top panel, but I'll let that one slide. If you're wondering on this one, why is it Fight Stick of the Month? It's just a Lego stick. Yeah, Lego's cool, but at the same time, the other one was carbon fiber. Well, take a look at the inside of this one, and that might change your mind. The inside of this is a complete work of art, and there is so much going on here. I don't even know if you could use this Fight Stick without ruining it. And the wiring on this is incredibly clean. Look how tight this is. If you didn't realize already, it's an arcade inside of an arcade stick. The arcade logo even lights up here. We have Virtua Cop, we have Street Fighter, Tekken's on the other side, Joker's at the top. This is so cool. When you zoom in, you can see Joker having a great time playing DDR. And if you zoom in on the arcade cabinets, take a look behind them. The arcade also has its own artwork. It's insane. There's layers upon layers here. So congratulations to the Fight Stick of the Month for August of 2021. This one blew me away. But anyways, that is all I've got for this video. Shoutouts to the Reddit Fight Stick community for being awesome and continuing to be awesome. If you haven't checked out Reddit Fight Sticks, go check it out. There shouldn't be anything holding you back. If you don't own a Fight Stick, it doesn't matter. It's a great community anyway. You can talk about Fight Sticks there and it's absolutely fine. You can talk about artwork, you can talk about buttons, you can talk about technology in Fight Sticks. It's just a great place to check out. Let me know your thoughts on Fight Sticks of the Month for August of 2021 in the comments below. Which one was your favorite? Did I miss one? I did this one a little bit early because I'm taking next week off. So any sticks that get posted between now and the end of the month, I'll throw into September Fight Sticks of the Month. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.